I want to jump ahead to the Amazon sale, which you referenced earlier as one of the two hardest moments in your tenure at Whole Foods. When the news broke, my reaction was, wow, that makes a ton of sense for Amazon. I get I get the value there and the integration with Prime that could be done, the physical footprint it provides Amazon, et cetera. It wasn't as clear why Whole Foods would make that decision. How did the conversation start with Amazon, and how did you ultimately decide that it was the right move to sell?
I one of the questions I get most frequently is the question, do you regret the sale to Amazon? And the answer to that is, I regret the circumstances that existed at that time that made that the best alternative for us. The circumstances back in 2017 were we were being attacked by shareholder activists, the people that think only profits matter. And they wanted to, we tried to reason with them. This was JANA Partners, but they didn't want to work with us. They just said, look, we're going to take over your company. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. We're going to throw out your board. We're going to vote your board out, and then we're going to get rid of the management that opposes us, and we're going to sell the company to the highest bidder. And there's nothing you can do about it. And Whole Foods' stock, now we'd faced a lot more competition. We needed to cut our prices, but the dilemma that we faced was, how do we cut our prices? And that's the great long-term move. But in the short term, if you're selling something for $1 and now you start selling it for 90 cents, well, initially, in the long run, that'll drive more people into your stores, right? You'll get more business with lower prices. In the short run, your sales just dropped 10% when you dropped your prices 10%. And your same-store sales just dropped 10%. And your stock price is just going to get totally hammered. So you need time in order to make those kind of changes. And the only ways you could do that, one would be to go private. If you go private, which is an alternative Whole Foods looked at, we'd have been taking on, probably $13 billion in debt onto our balance sheet. And if the business turned down, you could go bankrupt. So you're risking your whole company if you do that. We looked at all kinds of different alternatives, fighting the shareholder activists, trying to stay independent, doing what we thought was necessary. I'll always wonder about the path not chosen, because you don't get a do-over, right? But Amazon was such a good solution in so many ways. They wanted to grow their grocery footprint. They liked us. We could tell when we met with them, they really liked and admired Whole Foods Market. They weren't going to dismantle our corporate headquarters. They were going to let us drop prices. That's the thing I was most excited about. With Amazon, we could begin to walk back the whole paycheck branding that had happened to us. And in the first 2 years of that merger, Amazon let us drop our prices significantly 4 times. They also raised the minimum wage to $15, so we were able to pay our team members more. Amazon was a great solution for Whole Foods Market in many, many, many ways. It was a difficult decision because we lost our independence.
The chapter in your book about this, you compare JANA to Tolkien's ring wraiths, and you title the chapter "Evolve or Die." Did it feel existential for you at that time?
It really did. We needed to evolve, and they weren't going to give us time to do it. My mind got to the place where it's like, we need time, and that they're not going to give us enough time to do what we need to do. And so Amazon would. That became the best solution. I have to think about what's in the interest of all the stakeholders, the best interest for our investors, but also the best interest for our team members, our customers, our suppliers. What's the best solution? And at the end of the day, I thought Amazon was.